this much more, YouTube, okay? Just hang on. Yeah, that's the stuff. All right. Good morning, YouTube. This is Merchant Metals, and Mason is around the corner eating grasshoppers. We're going to get into a little interesting subject. It's called scrapping and recycling. I know the last 4 or 5 videos has been not scrapping and recycling. It's been more of dropping 40-foot trusses and working till dark through thunderstorms and stuff like that. Yeah, I know it's not really exactly in the recycling realm, but at least I'm still touching and moving and you know, selling metal, so it's still merchant metals if you think about it. But I know we're gonna get right back into the scrapping side of things today. Is I'm going to pull out, clean, organize everything in the back of this truck. I want to be able to see the floor of my bed again. I don't see it no more, and it's frustrating me. I have scrap metals in here that was all the way from Michigan and Ohio. That's still back here, and I'm telling myself, like, hey, I need to like address that, you know. So we're gonna dive right into it, kind of, sort of. 2 more drinks of coffee and then I'll be ready. Yeah, not everybody moves fast in the morning. I used to, but my old concrete construction life took that away from me. So I'm slow in the morning now. I'm a 2-3 cup kind of coffee guy, you know. So, all right. Yeah, cheers. That's the stuff right there. Oh, let's pop this tailgate. Get this gas can. Look at that warped gas can, man. That's the worst sun warp I've ever seen. See, that's another thing I need to address. I gotta put my cans in areas where it's complete shade, you know, so this doesn't happen. That's bad. Yeah, here, have some air. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have a lot of nails falling out of here. That's why we got the magnet close right now. Yeah, because we don't want to have a bunch of nails right here where we're parking our truck. And here's the catch point right here. I'm gonna strip this 600 MCM with a StripMeister, okay? Us scrappers, y'all have probably heard of a StripMeister before, and you guys know that 600 MCM cable like this, it's too big for it. It's not set for it. What if I could tell you I think I found a way to modify a StripMeister to harvest huge cable like this? Or will we just break the thing and then having to go buy another one? Probably not another StripMeister, but you know, if my modified Canadian StripMeister can strip this cable without completely destroying the modified unit, I'll be convinced that it was a good buy. You know, I've stripped lots of small stuff with it, like machine wire and THHN wire and stuff like that, but this 600 service amp cable will not, the way it sits, if that makes sense. Anyways, we're gonna get into that here shortly, but I'm gonna set this stuff to the side. This can just go right in wire for now, I guess. Just cram that in there. This will go to the processing table over there, because really what we're focused on is this big stuff. So anything that's a small wire like this or that or the other thing, that can just all go to the workbench. And this all really began by me finding a laptop and a GoPro Hero 6. You know, in fact, the same GoPro Hero 6 that you see me now on came out of a dumpster. And within a day apart, I found the computer that I edit with now to this day still. So it was just like, you know, the universe was throwing me signs to begin documenting and begin making a channel, you know. And gotta give a big shout out and thanks to my tech computer guy, BA Gaming Rigs. Great store to go to. This guy took my old Dell laptop and souped it up and put Windows 11 on there for me, and I've been editing videos with it to this day. Literally, I'm in there making one right now. I mean, I'm out here doing this, but the laptop's in there making one right now, you know, and every day almost. That thing runs non-stop, and I tell you what, my boy Don from BA Gaming Rigs made that work for me, and it's been reliable ever since. Keep going here. I just got all that wire pulled out and it's all stretched out behind me. And we're gonna kind of set up that StripMeister after cleaning this up a bit more. I think I want to go as far as cleaning up this whole area from the tire back, so I have some bed space again. That would be nice. So we're gonna do that. Boy, is this pocket knife some garbage. There, it wouldn't fold back for some reason. Alright everybody, so what we actually have here is those big runs of 600 amp service wire that we're going to try to strip with a StripMeister. Diameter of that service wire is way too thick, so I modified this here Canadian StripMeister to see if we can get it to do our bidding, so to say. The reason why this is out in the road is because we're going to use a couple of things. First, we're going to take the truck and we're going to back the ass end of it, the rear end of it, up to this vise, and our tire is going to sit right here. Put a bunch of weight on that there vise so it don't come loose as we try to strip wire with the StripMeister. Keep in mind, this wire is way too big, and I actually had to eliminate specific parts of this. I'll explain that later in detail of what I did actually. So alrighty, yeah, so this is going to be like the real test of seeing if you can mod a Canadian StripMeister to get it to strip wire that it was not intended to strip, because I have no other way to strip it besides getting out a butcher knife or a machete, and I don't really feel like doing that if I have the option of making something to do what I needed to do, because there's probably, I don't know, probably say a little over 200 feet, maybe 250 feet of this stuff. Not fun to do by hand, that's for sure. Still worth it, but not worth it to do by hand. Anyway, so we're gonna back the truck up. Come on, boy, come on. Let go. He's like, oh, okay. Where are we going? Oh, we're just spinning around is all we're doing. We're using this as a dumbbell, basically. I'm gonna try my best to line up with the vise with the tire. I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna see what that looks like. If anything, we'll just, you stay. If anything, we'll just take the vise and put it right up underneath, so I just gotta back up 6 or 8 inches. You know, really, I would rather it be right there for a couple of reasons. We got to pull these stretches of wire past the truck after we line up the stripper, the modified Meister stripper here. I hope this is going to work. we're gonna put that right under the tire. You know what I'm saying? Like this probably, maybe. Oh yeah, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's on the ground. Yeah, we're good. It's good. Yeah. All right. This might actually work. Probably, maybe, possibly, probably not. We're probably just gonna break the StripMeister, but I'm gonna be amazed if it doesn't. Come on, you can get out now. Go eat more grasshoppers, I guess. You like them. All right, let's take some of this cable and get it ready. I need to cut these curly cues off of there, because that's going to be something that the StripMeister is just not gonna tolerate that, especially what we're doing with it. So I'm cool with just stripping it, cutting it and stripping these cues by hand if I have to. We'll just get our cable cutters behind that. That looks pretty darn gnarly all the way through. Let's just go with this. Yeah, right there. All right, that's heavy. It would take me all day to strip that stuff by hand if I had to do that. I don't want to do that if I don't have to. See what I'm getting at? We want to make sure these aren't trapped up underneath each other, right? So my concrete buggy, the hydraulics have probably been jacked up on it for 30 years, okay? But it works out in my favor if I need my buggy to drive away without me being on it, right? And that's almost exactly what I need right now. I need my buggy to slowly drive away consistently without me having to worry about it. So I can set it in reverse and it'll slowly go in reverse. Okay, that's gonna be my pull to pull the wire through this here unit we got there. And with that slowly pulling, me being right here, maybe working the drill and help guiding the wire through, I think I can get this thing to start cutting and be able to run and save the buggy before it falls over the edge back there. If all goes right, I think I'll be able to strip this stuff pretty easy. Now seeing that I'm basically set up for doing what I want to do with it, the only thing there's left to do now is to find the drill, set up my camera right here, right, Hero 6. You're gonna go on the mud flap. It's gonna be one of the most interesting camera angles I've ever thought of. But you guys are gonna be able to see from mud flap view of this process happening. I hope that's gonna be awesome, like I think it will be, because you guys are gonna be able to see the wire go through and get stripped right there. That's not bad. It's not terrible. How about a little closer? There. Looks pretty gnarly, I think, maybe. All right, folks. We're gonna try to see if this works or not, and if it does, I will be very pleased, man. I tell you what, this is cranked down enough to where we'll get a good cut on the plastic. We're gonna start the buggy up and slowly start to let that just drive in reverse back that way, wherever. Hopefully it doesn't hit the workbench. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put my foot here to help guide the wire in. And then if we need more power, I got this drill hooked up too, so we can get that bottom roller moving too. That'll help the buggy move along if it's going in a straight line. I got it tied off with Romex, and it's real tight to where it'll steer slightly to the left, so it'll dodge the table and just go that way. And hoping when it gets past the table, it'll just kind of level out. But here goes nothing, man. It's hooked up, it's ready. What I did here is I took a steel cable and I just drilled a hole in the cable and hooked it up that way, right to the end of the hitch, so it's all about at the same height too. We're gonna see if this works or not. This is Merchant and Mason Boy. You stay back, you stay. You got a boogie in your eye. Oh, it's a thorn in your eye. Wow. Yuck. That's a lot worse than a boogie, Mason Boy. You stay. Right. Good times. Let's try to do this weird thing that we were doing before dark. I don't think it's gonna happen before dark anyway. We just gotta get this thing to pull. That's all we need to do. Holy shit, it's working! Use my foot as a guard. Yeah! Oh my drill! Oh no! Oh! It's burned the drill out, dude! Holy shit! Oh no! Oh, it's not letting me get past the black shit. Oh God, that's hilarious. Hey, we are cutting it though. As soon as we got into this dark stuff, it started binding and jamming right up like it was bad. No good, you know. Oh man. There. So we're gonna have to probably cut this stuff off of here as it goes. Or something. There. And see, it's cutting really good actually. It was until it stopped. It was cutting too deep. Okay. Let's go and make this continue adventure. Haha, it did. It caught it. Good stuff. Oh, that's fun. It's taken a lot longer than expected, but there is an upside to this, guys. It stripped it. It did strip it. Yeah, it did. I just don't want to do it by hand. I don't feel like it. Yeah, I cut it all the way through. Maybe pull this stuff off of there, yeah? Maybe? Give me some copper. Ooh, look at that Bear Bright. Look at that. And then it's crap. Yeah, it went all the way through. It did. I think it's just this little nick right here. This little nick. Yeah. Beautiful. Can we do that all the way? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, you can upgrade a StripMeister to cut 600 service cable. That is possible. Look at that. Holy crap. Y'all. I can see it now. How to strip wire with a concrete buggy. I think we're gonna try another one real quick before it gets dark. Not even use the drill. I think this thing's done for. Oh no, we still got. Oh yeah. She's sloppier than ever, but I don't think we're gonna need it. All right. We'll need it for drilling the hole. Right. That's what we'll need that for. Yeah. That worked. So there's some burnt out on here, but I'm going to consider this Bear Bright. Okay, this tarnished stuff is going to be number 2, but the rest of it will be Bear Bright. Thank God. Yeah. There's some good weight right here. Boom. Let's pull the buggy up one more time and see if we can get another rip. Now that we know how to rig the buggy. Okay, so what we got to do is wrap this bugaboo up into there. How about like this? I think that's how we did it last time. So that's going to hold the lever up. Ah! Not a perfect hole, but it's a hole. Yeah. Feed it in. Oh, I'm going the wrong way with it. Yeah. I'd say it'd cut right there. All right. So now we got our cable. Let's pop a little light on. That's unfortunate. I wish I could have made better content for this one, but this was like a last second thought, and I was like, oh, maybe I can do it with the StripMeister. I was looking at it, I'm like, man, I could probably take this thing apart and see if I can get it to do what I needed to do. And I think if I get this rhythm right, I just think that we'll be able to get this wire stripped easier than if I were to do it by hand anyway. All right, so that's hooked up. Now I wish I knew where I had that knife just now. It is in my back pocket. When we get to this point where we get this stuff, I'm gonna try my best to be able to just get it off of there while it goes like this. Okay, that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I got to start on it right here. Oops. Okay. So I should be able to pull on it and then cut it while it's going through, if I'm lucky. Okay. Here we go. See if we can do one more. There. We're getting it. It's coating. Oh no. Nice. Oh no. We're gonna get bound up in this shit. I had it, dude. Damn it. Come on, baby, you got it. No, you don't got it. Give me that back. No! All right. crazy part is that it's working. The harder part is that I have to get the black sheathing stuff. See? This stuff. I'm having a hard time with it. I'm gonna have to cut it in advance or something. So we'll just do that right now, I guess. That is way better than stripping it by hand. Still. Look at it. It's cutting. And it's driving away. Look at it. Beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, what a small victory. We're gonna pick up with this tomorrow, man. So funny. Oh God, I can almost get it with my fingers. Look at that. Boom. Keep in mind, guys, the diameter of this wire wouldn't even accommodate unless you modified it like the merchant did. Look at that. You guys see that? It's copper. The StripMeister did that. Look at that. Look. Nice. Nice. We're gonna pick up with this tomorrow morning. I can't believe it worked. So yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. Here's the parts and pieces to it that we're not using at the moment. I mean, see this right here? There's that 600 MCM. It won't go through. You wouldn't have been able to fit this unless you take a bunch of stuff off, get a heavy duty vise, park a 10,000-pound truck onto it, hook the cable up to a buggy and pull it through this thing. Look, it was even making little plastic shreddies. Look at that. StripMeister, yeah. This is good times, man. Look at that. I can't wait to show you guys in the daylight. Show you in the daylight. Look. Hey, good morning, everybody. We actually used the power buggy and the StripMeister to strip this 600 amp service wire. And yes, it is possible to modify a StripMeister to strip wire that's way bigger than it was ever intended to strip. And I will explain how I did it and how you could do it in the future. If you ever come across wire this big and you have nothing to strip it with, but you have a StripMeister, well, you can modify it. Look at that. Look at that Bear Bright. It's beautiful. Oh, I gotta make a little cut right there. Looks like. There. Awesome. Beautiful. So I've been using a cable and pulling it with the concrete buggy so it goes through the StripMeister to get long stretches in. And then I drill a hole through one side and hook it to a steel cable, and well, long story short, it works. Not as good or as fast as I want it to, but it works. See? Except for when you drill a hole, you get little barbs like that, but it's a little bit of a process, but from my understanding is this is a lot easier than doing it by hand. That's number 2 copper, or 1. But we're pulling good stretches of bare bright up out of here, so that's also good. But we're going to try to get it all stripped first, and then we're going to weigh it and see what we got. That's some good bare bright right there, man. Holy smokes. Yeah. Cool. So we are going to pull the next stretch. We got 2 more big 600 amp service wire leads here, and big problem that I was having is that this black coating, it keeps binding up in there. So unfortunately I've just been slicing that stuff off, and that stuff comes off quite easy. Sure is getting windy out. I will be happy to be able to get this stuff done, processed, and weighed up so I know how much is here. But we are going to take our cable. That's what we'll be hooking our copper onto here, right? We'll take our end that has the hole pre-drilled straight through, and I'm gonna turn Hero 6 on right now. I found a good spot for it. Hopefully it stays just the way it is, because that'll look awesome going through there. I think it's gonna show and prove to you guys that it is working. All right, feed that through there. Yeah. All right. Cool. Looks like we're gonna need to crank it down a little bit. Right there's probably it. There. That'll work. Should work. So basically, now that we're set like that, we just take this steel cable, put it inside this hole right here. There. That'll work. Feed that through there. Something like that. Hell, actually, probably pull just fine the way it is right there, it looks like. Yeah, we'll do it like that then. All right, we are recording. We are going to start and pull this wire and strip it with buggy. Okay, so I found that just jamming Romex in right here to have the control straight up, which is in reverse, and then I was taking this Romex, the other end of this Romex wire, and wrapping it around the throttle handle. Okay, to get it going, I'll pull on it and then wrap it a few times and then it stays put. This is the tie off, so it just goes in reverse straight and doesn't just veer off and run into my table or up that hill or whatever the case. So without further ado, I want to show you guys what happens here when we try stripping 600 amp service wire with a small StripMeister stripper that was never meant for it. So yeah, this stuff's too big to strip, so yeah, I had to do something to the stripper, which I will be revealing after we do these stretches. Yeah, okay. Away, and we're just stripping away right here. See that? Beautiful. See that? The buggy's just driving off and we're just stripping that stuff away, man. Look at it. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Whoop. Now we got to go get the buggy so it doesn't keep driving off. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, it stripped the crap out of it, didn't it, guys? Buggy thinks it wants to come back with me here. Might as well let it come down the hill. As far as you want to go. So yeah, man. It works. It sure as works. Look at that. Granted, some of this is some nasty looking cable, but it strips it, man. I mean, this is like a 30-foot run of 600 amp service wire. And it strips it. Who would have known? Look at that. It'll even do a couple of twists in there, as you guys can see, and it goes for it, man. It does it. Yeah, ain't nobody ever stripped wire with a concrete buggy before. I know that. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Oh, it's so funny. That is so funny to me. But yeah, so much better than to do it by hand. I don't have a big stripper, so yeah, we'll just do that some more. Hope Hero 6 got some good footage of that stuff. Just to show you guys again, here's one of the internal parts of the wire stripper from StripMeister. Right, that's the biggest diameter hole. Look at this wire. It won't fit, right? Which makes this unstrippable because it won't bypass through the machine. Well, yeah, eliminate some parts, buddy, and and away she goes. Right, Hero 6? Oh yeah, you got good footage of that. Good job. All right, we're gonna set up another one. Yeah, this wire's junk. Well, not junk, obviously. It's still good copper. It's just not bare bright. Some of it's bare bright, some of it's not bare bright, which is okay by me, you know. This is my payment for the pole barn, which still sucks ass, but it is what it is. Yeah. All right. I'm not doing no more work over there until I find out how much money I got here. It's most certainly not worth working for free, right? And if I gotta scrap all this out, sell it and move on to keep myself from losing, I will. I will, for sure. See what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I gotta loosen it though. Apparently we got bad storm weather coming again. Right there, sure. All right. All right, there, Hero 6. Tying off that cable again. Onto some more copper.
Attention. This is a test of the Morgan County Emergency Warning System. This is only a test.
All right, then. You just keep me informed then there, sir. Thank you. Mason's like, what the heck is that noise? I don't know. Must be a tornado. Ow! Steel cable. Try to show me a thing or two. That'll pull ish. It'll pull-ish. Alrighty. Let's let that back down some. Give it a little tensions. Beautiful. Alright, let's StripMeister that crap. Am I recording 12? I am. Alright. This is going to be an interesting one to upload because I never thought that it would have been possible to strip way bigger wire than this Meister was intended to, you know. But if there's a will, there's a way, you know. That's what I always say. Okay, jam that up in reverse. This is hooked on. Angle is pretty good. Alright, start her up. Here we go. We need to tighten it some. There it goes. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that wire getting stripped. Let's go get our buggy back. I mean, it does it. It does these things. There. Beauty. Yes. Look at that. Would you have ever have thought you could do this with a StripMeister? I didn't. Here. Beauty. Look at that. Seeing that this is my only option to be able to strip this wire without having to just sit there with a box knife for all of eternity, I will do this over and over until it's done. I got 2 more stretches left, and that's it. In fact, I got this done so quick that it's going to be a short video for me. Yeah, look at that. What a beaut. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. These next 2 stretches are a little bit thinner in diameter, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen. But yet it's still too thick to run through the stripper. See what I'm getting at? I don't know whether to call this beard right or not. It's tarnished pretty good, but it's not black. Yeah, it's gonna be number 1 clean. But there is some bear bright, so I am happy for that. I am happy for these things. And if I can get this stuff done before it rains and copper chopped up and weighed, I would be much happier. I got to take a trip up to the post office to get my package today. Like I just previously said, guys, I bet nobody has ever seen a concrete buggy strip wire before. So that'll be a first for YouTube. I'm using everything I got over here, man, to be able to make these things happen. All right. Now let's see what happens with this thinner stuff. We're going to have to reset the Hero 6. Come here, 6. You're getting just some awesome footage, aren't you? I hope so. Yeah. Feed it through the beast here. The little mini beast. You get it there. Yeah. Get that somewhat tightish. So we got some cut. We're basically just dragging it through the cutter, you know. Basically. All right. Get our cable. Do a little wiggle through this hole here. Yeah, it knows what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. So let's tie her off. Ish. Yeah. Or so says the HVAC guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ow! Oh no! Gloves I should be wearing. Ah! Okay. That should pull. Let's hook up 6 again. What's up, 6? What's up? Oh, it was recording. Oopsie. Oopsie. Turn you back on. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Let's strip some more of this here stuff. Yes. Yes. Okay. 2 more to go. Then we can bag it and tag it. Make sure it's cutting and driving off. It is. Beautiful. Boop. We gotta go catch the bug now. Cause it's driving away again. We'll see how it did with the small stuff. Anyway. Oh yeah, it stripped it. Look at that. That's beautiful. Whee! Oh yeah. You stripped. Strippy strip. Ooh, looks like we're getting into maybe some Bear Bright this time. I don't have a shop to do this in. I got a damn concrete buggy and that's it. Uh-oh. Looks like I didn't have it set tight enough at first. That's okay. Got most of it. We'll just go through and put a slit down what's already cut instead of rerunning it. That's why I tightened this when it was in mid while it was running. Yeah, it's gonna go. You know, I think this part of this cable was melted. I think that's why it's having a hard time getting off of there. I think it's acting as if it was melted on there. Ah, yeah. Beautiful. Ish. Mason, no. Mason, no. Go on, go play with your buddy. Here he comes. What are you gonna do? Oh no. Oh, it's funny. At least they're sniffing each other this time. Yeah, that was the funniest thing, watching him run back to the trailer like he was afraid for his life. Yep. Kind of some good weather we're having here, it looks like, huh? They said a little bit of rain, but not. Haven't seen any yet.
It was like kind of spitting a little bit ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take a drive up to the post office and see if they got that package up there or not. You haven't seen or heard anything yet, or?
Yeah, I just got back. I was up at I was over at First Solar in Trinity.
Yeah.
Pulling back in now. I'll drop him off. And I'll look whenever I go up in the office.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I checked the tracking and they're like, it says it's arriving later than they thought. I'm like, oh. Well, yeah. What a wild guess. Yeah, those guys are always on time up there. Right. Yeah. Yeah, every now and then I hear him bark, but he's been barking a lot less in there. You know, I remember during kind of like the beginning, he was barking almost constantly, but then he slowed right down. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what it's got to be like to be a dog like that and hit the growth spurts that they go through. You know?
Yeah, they go, I mean...
They don't know what to do with themselves when they get long and tall. They get all...
In 6 months, they go from there to here.
I know, right?
It's crazy. Hey, stop eating your ass.
They grow about as fast as morel mushrooms do. to the point where they don't know what to do with themselves.
Did you go out and look pretty last night?
No, I didn't. I think mid today, depending on if it rains or not, I will be. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go out looking up until I got home last night. Got a place to eat at
Yeah.
There's not really a good place to look at our house anyways. I mean, there's some woods back there, but it's so thick and brushy that I don't know if it'll be good for them.
Right.
It's hard to get through. I mean, it's thick.
Oh, one thing I have learned about morels is they grow in places where you don't want to go. Sometimes it's like that, but you're right, with the thick brush, sometimes it overwhelms them, you know?
I just don't think there's probably not much sun getting actually down there.
Yeah.
It's thick like that in there. I mean, it's just,
Oh,
it
yeah.
almost looks like maybe they clear cut some of that or something and grew back. I mean, there are some mature trees in there, but there's a lot of them.
Right. Yeah.
Come on, Tom.
All right, man. You have a good day. Yep. Mason. Mason. Oh, there you are. You're fine. Go on. reverse. Grab our cable. Last one. It's the last one, 6. Are you still on? Yeah, you're on. Alright. Oh, I gotta loosen her up. Hang on, 6. Alright, let me get you hooked up. Starting to sprinkle, actually. Yeah. Okay, what's going on here? I go up through. Come on. Okay, I see what you want. You want this. There. A little bit of this and that, huh? Alright, that'll pull. Should pull. It should pull. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. Last one. And then we can count this stuff up. Oh, what, 6 just die? That sucks. Alright, we're gonna use this camera.
I bought culverts Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
You have to have a battery for something? Or are you doing that for your YouTube channel?
Doing that for my YouTube channel.
Okay.
There was another one kind of sitting. Yep, it is. Yep. All right, everybody, I have some interesting news. I have to be gone by the end of the day, apparently. So, as bullshit as that is, I have to make sure I'm packed up, prepared, and ready to get out of here. Which is kind of, but it's what's got to happen. So we got to kind of rattle all this stuff up, and well, we're going to start with the most expensive stuff that we have here, which is this wire. So we're going to cut this up into 4-foot pieces and stuff it in this here barrel. Yep. Sucks, man. But I'll explain a lot about that later as the time goes. And there goes my damn clippers, dude. You've got to be shitting me. Now how the hell am I going to cut this stuff? I got more. I got more clips. Oh, man. Well, this day is just getting suckier and suckier. Shoot. Hopefully I find another pair. Yeah, I got one right here. Hopefully these ones cut nice. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Yep, this has gone from suck to blow real quick here. I gotta process as much scrap as I can by the end of the day, I think. So I have actual money to get to Florida. Which sucks ass. I work so hard here that, you know, we shouldn't be having problems like this. We shouldn't be. but we are. Shit. Yep. Guess it doesn't really matter what the weight is of this stuff right now. We'll just have to figure it out as we go. We're putting all the number 2 or all the dirty stuff in one, and then all the bare bright in the other. We're gonna, before this gets heavy, we're gonna lift it up in here. Get the copper put away. Sounds good to me. Yep, and we'll just have to weigh it up in another date. They came in, the original owners of this place came and locked everything up. I'm just waiting for them to cut off my power and water and whatnot and tell me to leave, pretty much. All this seems really unfair at the moment, for sure. Yep, sucks. I'll count this as bare bright. This is going to be 2, right? What a pain in the ass. This sucks. But that's my reality right now. Hello, looks like I'll be on the road here shortly. That's for sure. Okay, I screwed up. Some of this is bare bright. Like that. All right.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to win the crown. I ripped off with these fucking crowds. We're on top, they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Almost done with this part.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
I want to get it to where the copper's not sticking out. That's why I'm doing this. That's pretty beer brightish-ish. All right, that's full. Wow, what a pain in the ass. Bullshit. All right, we're going to take a quick break and think about our actions here.